I'd been meaning to watch Jumping Jack Flash for quite a while. I had seen it before many, many, many years ago, but certainly I couldn't remember a lot of it. So I thought, let's give it another watch. Let's give it a review. And I decided to prioritize it because Kane is in it. And honestly, I didn't really like it. It's not bad necessarily, and I wouldn't say I was bored, but I didn't really get a lot of joy out of it either. This was released in 1986. It's directed by Penny Marshall. It's written by David H. Franzoni, J.W. Melville, Patricia Irving, and Christopher Thompson. And we have a cast including, of course, Kane. We also have Whoopi Goldberg as Terry Doolittle. And I'll read the description from IMDb. This sums it up quite well without spoiling anything. And this says, an American computer whiz who works at a New York bank is suddenly thrust into the world of international espionage after she inadvertently receives a coded message from a British spy. Honestly, that sounds very boring to me. And I have to say, it is. There are many films that sound like they're not going to appeal to me, but they end up being great. But unfortunately, that was not the case on this occasion. I just did not care for the narrative. The pacing's okay, and there's a decent variety in what's happening. Everything makes sense within the context of the film, so I don't really have any issues with the narrative. There's not necessarily anything wrong with it. I just didn't find it to be that interesting. On the flip side, I did really like the characters. I really liked Terry as a character, and Kane was an absolute joy in it as well. She plays a character called Cynthia. So there were elements of this that I did like. The colour palette's not the most exciting, but it's kind of the colour palette I would have expected from this. A lot of very dull colours, not the most engaging to look at, but the camera work's good, the technical aspects are all absolutely fine. So in general, I'd say it's an average film. If the narrative really, really, really appeals to you, then you might enjoy it a little more than I did, but I still don't think it's the most exciting or the most thrilling experience. But the characters are great, the performances are good, and in general, it wasn't a terrible experience, but as I said, I didn't really get a lot of joy out of it, so I wouldn't watch it again. But I don't regret the time I spent watching it. Do I recommend it? Yes, either if it sounds like your kind of story or if there's maybe somebody in it and you want to watch it for them. It is certainly a watchable film, but if you're not really bothered about the cast and you're not really sure of the narrative, then I'd say maybe it's not one that's worth checking out. But if there's any reason why you want to watch it, give it a go. You might like it. I doubt I'd ever watch it a third time, though maybe many years down the line I will also forget how I felt about it and I'll give it a go. I genuinely can't remember how I felt about it when I first watched it. I don't know if I liked it or not back in the day. I had no recollection at all. But certainly watching it now, I didn't mind it as a one-time watch. I guess a one-time watch based on my memory. I wouldn't be watching it again, but if you're curious, then maybe it's one that's worth watching.